This is Atlanta Eats.
I have been in the Atlanta food and beverage scene for almost 15 years now, and it's really become an awesome city for food. And quite honestly, what I feel right now is that it's kind of turning over with a lot of awesome young chefs with pop-up restaurants here and there, and great chef owners opening their own restaurants and running their own restaurants. And I think it's awesome. What inspires me to open a new restaurant is, I really like people. I think Atlanta is due for some fresh new restaurants, new ideas, more classic ideas, maybe a little less, on the fine dining side, but a little bit more about the experience side of things. And I'm also a big fan of people, and I like to develop my people, especially there's so many great young chefs who may not have the means to kind of get their own restaurant going off the ground. So I kind of like doing that. I kind of like helping them do that. So that's what excites me. When I develop a young chef, it's typically I'll know them because I want to make sure that our personalities match. And then it goes into the location, whatever the opportunity comes about. At that point, it really goes into, hey, what does that neighborhood need, or what does Atlanta need that's going to fit that? And then from there, it goes into, all right, which young chef who I really am friends with or get along with, or are passionate about the same thing, and then it just goes from there. We do it together, from everything from accounting to PR to developing the menu and cooking together. So it's a broad spectrum of what we do. So that's kind of how it goes. Atlanta still loves the pig. So pork belly is not a hard sell like it used to be. Octopus is not a hard sell like it used to be. So it's great. People are looking, excited about trying new and better things. So it's really not a hard sell at all. I think Atlanta's great. I really love, and I've always loved Floataway Cafe. It's Annie and Cliff have always done an amazing job. It's really bringing kind of that California philosophy to Atlanta. So I think it's always been really strong. It's tucked away in the back. I love barbecue. I love Community Q. I think, quite honestly, I'm really becoming a fan of Fox Brothers as well. Those guys do a really good job. They're very different than Community Q, but it's really good. Now, Indian is kind of one of my, I really like to have some of that. So those are my new things. Dinner at my house typically is, there's a couple meals. There may be one night of the week I may be cooking, and that's generally revolved around maybe a big green egg or some roasted chicken or something like that. But the other time I cook is Friday nights, and I'm typically making nachos and things like that. So pretty simple stuff. Chefs like that kind of simple stuff when they're at home. Atlanta, in my opinion, needs a little bit. We need to kind of get back to more some of the classic. I don't know if it's Atlanta or if it's what I want, but sometimes I'm just looking for that classic thing that we know has worked for hundreds of years, and bringing it back. Whether it's a style of cooking, whether it's cooking inside a wood-burning hearth, less frills, but more technique and solid classic technique is, I think, what Atlanta needs.
Atlanta Eats. Come back hungry.